we were looking for this matchup between Kawhi and Kevin Durant. Personally, I still don't think Kevin Durant's playing tonight. I think this is, from the Warriors' standpoint, I think they've been always saying, oh, he'll be back, games 3 and 4 possibly. I think they have been doing this to kind of tease the Toronto Raptors a little bit, make them go over a different type of scouting report in anticipation of him coming back. I don't think, and it never fazed Toronto, by the way. I just don't think he's coming back. There's no way you can come back and play at this level of an important game like Game 5, a closeout game with your team with his back to the – I just don't see him coming back. I could be completely wrong. He could suit up and we could see him tonight. But I just think the injury at first, initially, I thought it was Achilles, but it's not, obviously, if he's practicing. But I just think that injury, the way – again, go back to the way he looked back. That told me everything, and I just do not see him playing tonight. I hope I'm wrong. Dan, I hope I'm wrong.
But, Reg, I think they unintentionally did a disservice to KD because it felt like, you know what, he's close to coming back in the Houston series or the Portland series, and then in this series, and then it's going to be the next game, and then it's going to be the next game. I think they got to, instead of just having a blanket statement saying KD's not coming back anytime soon, and if he does, it'll be a great bonus for us, but we're not expecting him to come back. I don't care if the gamesmanship with Toronto. I don't think Toronto is losing sleep going, oh, my God, now we got to prepare for him.
Correct.
And that's why I just think Golden State, they didn't try to do this, but I think the perception publicly is, come on, KD, what's wrong with you?
But I will also say this could be coming a little bit from KD's camp as well, because as a former player who's had an injury and had to play in important games, if I felt good and the training staff came to me and says, I'm progressing and I feel pretty good, he could be sending out those messages as well to the coaching staff, and that, Raymond Ritter, the media, the PR guys for the Warriors, I mean, they're taking that as a grain of salt too. Well, KD says he feels fine, and so they can kind of be adding a little bit life to the story as well. I just don't see him playing tonight, because what will he gain from this? If it was 2-2, possibly, but 3-1, and you're going to come back. If anything, you should have come back in Game 4. If you could play in Game 5, you could play in Game 4. That's how I always thought of things. If you could play in Game 5, you could have played in Game 4.
But let's say they win tonight.
With him or without him?
Without him. And then you go back home.
I would roll the dice again without him.
Okay.
And if we find a way to win that, if anything, he would come back for Game 7.
Yeah.
If anything, to give you that extra, push on the road in Jurassic Park, in that building, in that setting.
I know.
But you know what? It's not going to get to that. Toronto wins tonight. Toronto wins tonight.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.